make him slightly more kind of lovable in the way that Steve was in that movie. And I think that Greg very wisely sort of agreed with that, and they sort of started to take it away sort of from the slightly bleaker, more existential version of the British version, and move into something just a little bit more user friendly. Is that right? And so still kind of with some sharp edges, and still with some satire, and still with some sort of dark comic moments, but just, you know, open up the world, open up the other characters, and just bring a little bit more sunshine into this grey office.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. It feels like the British version is much more sort of cringe-inducing and awkward, and even the David Brent character is more repugnant than the Michael Scott. I'm just wondering if you think that British audiences have different expectations than American audiences in terms of comedy, in your experience?
Well, I think what we have grown up with in the UK is a series of hit comedies about quite unpleasant men, right back to a comedian called Tony Hancock in the 1960s, who at that time was the biggest comedy star in the UK, and he was on screen played a sort of failing actor who was quite petty and, you know, quite selfish, and he would clear the streets famously. When his show was on, the streets, the pubs, everything would be empty, people watching Tony Hancock. But he's quite a malevolent character, and he's
NPR fucking jail,
and then that was sort of
dude.
followed in the 70s by Basil Fawlty. The John Cleese character again is a sort of petty Little Englander hotelier.